Let's talk about high stakes, no safety net, no safe space. Let's talk about crash and burn, gotta learn to learn from your mistakes. Red line and no silver line, and lost count of sleepless nights. Took L after L, how will I prevail? Can't seem to get shit right. Conversation with the star player, looking in the mirror, looking crazy. You from with the ball, them turnovers cost, and you been paying for it daily. Chasing the money elusive, women you fucking wanna be exclusive. You were just coming through on some cool shit, now she really ready trying to do shit. Clocks don't stop ticking, so many obstacles on this mission. Being patient and racing time, at the same time start to get sickening. Pockets feeling super light, the burden get heavy every day and night. Knowing the phase, the birth of success, embracing that fact is part of the plight. Because and kept it real, said it get rough around that corner. The proof is something you can feel every time the darkness was upon us. The methods get lost in the madness, gotta break a few bad habits. Got a clear view of what's happening, you got the plan to put it in action. Everything you ever needed, gold miners on the inside. Take a look deeper, slow climbs in the showtime. Everything you've been dreaming, it's reality on the other side. Just push through a few demons, it's a cold ride but the soul survive. Everything you ever needed, gold miners on the inside. Take a look deeper, slow climbs in the showtime. Everything you've been dreaming, it's reality on the other side. Just push through a few demons, it's a cold ride but the soul survive. Now it's down to the business, alone in the room, no room for feelings. Foundations of what you've been building, put you in position to make you a killer. Stay cold-blooded like a villain when making decisions, they get what you give them. Not a politician, but you politicking and you campaign like a winner. Saints gon' turn to sinners if they can't afford their dinner. So you keep up your antennas, scan their frequencies and spin them. Play your hand aggressive, poker face, they feel the pressure. Your hunger they can't measure, raise the stakes another level. Quarantine with a money scheme and the balls to get up and get it. The market's down and there's wolves around, still manage to make sense of it. Tunnel vision on the path, build up a stash, keep foot on the gas. Go as far as you can go, then a little more, nothing is holding you back. Crack that code and then reach back. Grab your brothers, we a pack. Yeah, we struggle through the troubles, but the trunk remain intact. Every victory is a blessing, players unconcerned with stats. See, the dream is to get a ring for the home team, and that's a fact. Everything you ever needed, gold miners on the inside. Take a look deeper, slow climbs in the showtime. Everything you've been dreaming, it's reality on the other side. Just push through a few demons, it's a cold ride but the soul survive. Everything you ever needed, gold miners on the inside. Take a look deeper, slow climbs in the showtime. Everything you've been dreaming, it's reality on the other side. Just push through a few demons, it's a cold ride but the soul survive.
First off, my afro can take your nigga. When that Mac 10 hit ya, I got motherfuckers trigger, but come hither. My vigor make a wandering soul, send it resolving hidden agendas. With a side of core principles, I may pop a pig on the interstate, create a clean escape, a rewritten fate. Dissolve everything they inundate before I'm late for a Cuban dinner date. Stubborn unravel from mishap. I open carry defense strap. I got no flinch on the kickback. No holy spirit is intact, cause tightly compacted. Triple down on the blackness, no they won't blackness redacted. I commence to contracting engender spells of black magic. Leisure lay in a hammock, watch my shit wreaking havoc upon colonial standards. Ownership to land, ownership tenfold abundance at thick and lips. When I say I see it, I ain't talking glips. Visual acuity 100%. Goddamn, I'm provoking shrieking scrotums. My motives preloaded into my mental modem. The dopest country ass Ethiopian.
What?
I'm the ultimate, God-wide, deified, magnified, keep in mind, stay alive. Ain't too holy for the homicide. Call me calm if you fuck with mine. I'm visual, unequivocal demonstration of molecular combination producing greatness. To mumble rappers, I am illuming intimidation. Say it with my chest and I ain't even getting naked. Superseding they expectations of ass shaking. Pump blood of sacred bloodline traces. Royalty and platelets, antithesis of basic nigga. My features Orisha in Sheba, Garden of Eden. Teacher of Grecian, the motherfucking antecedent. Motherland, order me or no introduction needed. Nah, who think they fucking with me? High low, peace smoke, sleep woke, unlock, reload. High notes when I approach age, take back what's old. Nah, I'ma let y'all twerk, I'ma do the God work. Yeah, Tabernacle Church, where praise every verse. I conquer the earth in a goddamn person. You can find me in all black, feeling godly. Southside, they can't even match my frequency. Find me in all black, feeling godly. Southside, they can't even match my frequency. You can find me in all black, feeling godly. Southside, they can't even match my frequency. Find me in all black, feeling shit. I'm from the Southside, nigga. Yeah. My position, legs folded, lotus, meditative, armor coated, focus. Diagnosis noted, I'm the chosen. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Gotta go in and go out. Show my ass, I'ma show out. Fully clothed, that's a lost art. Restart, got the keys to the fucking art. My warrior presence, keeping devils from getting hellish. Recall the history, I spit a fucking slave rebellion. They identifying slave masters by dental records. How you love that? Mother Earth is back, and she hella black. Check the artifacts. Somebody tell these motherfuckers Mother Earth is back.
Hey, this your mom. You know, that's all back. Love it.
Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happened. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff. Learn to cloud surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe. We can't find the truth, will probably blow our minds.
I am intentional, I am the sun. I am intentional, I am the sun. I am original, I am the one.
Let's create a universe where the rings of Saturn. I'm the sun, you the moon, and the light reflects, complementing each other, that makes us just Energy shared between us is so phenomenal. Astrological, thinking on the same thought pattern. Let's create a universe, whether rings of Saturn. Our love goes deeper than the meanings, feelings, healings. Coasting on the wings of my eye. You're the air that I breathe. Goddess of my dreams. Put you on a pedestal, place the one above you. Got you going in circles, showing my love Jones. Putting me in a zone, making this house a home. A long way to take for you to realize. Open up your third eye. Enoch is just God in the physical. Queen, I'm just a man. I need you to understand that I'm God in the physical. I'm the sun, you the moon, and the light reflects.
Hey, peace, 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 y'all. Hey, peace and blessings, Starseed. It is, wow, it is Wednesday. It's so hard for me to say that. It's like that's not a normal Starseed day, is it? It's a Wednesday, y'all. It is March 22nd, 2023. What a beautiful year, 23. One of my favorite numbers. I hope y'all are doing wonderful this wonderful Wednesday. Yes, yes, we are here for a very, very, very special Wednesday because, it's a Wednesday. It's hump day. We are normally not in the building, but today we are in the building with the beautiful and vibrationally matching because we are on some black and white shit tonight. Okay. I don't understand. Let me just say this. I didn't peep it because I saw her pop in the back, right? And I said, yo, she got the black and the white. And I got on black and the white. Me and Perry were just on. He had on red. I don't had on red. I was like, this is crazy. I'm not talking to the star seeds. I'm gonna go back and look at all these old tapes and see how many times we coordinated in the past without even knowing it. See how alignment works? Hola, peace and blessings, Cuzzo. Thank you for being in the building. So, yes, tonight, y'all, is Human Design Night. It feels like this comes once every blue moon. I get excited when it comes around because I have questions. I prepare my questions. I don't know about y'all, but I gets ready because I know when Claudia's here, I gets information. And it was so beautiful this weekend because I got to chill with one of my girlfriends and it was she was having a housewarming and there was someone there who asked me about human design and I thought that it blew my mind because I'd not ever heard anyone outside of our Starseed family really like just start talking about it, right? So they asked me, like, oh, you got a podcast. What is it about? Spirituality. So I assumed they were gonna go down to, astrology, numerology, connected to divine, meditate and all that. They said, yeah, yeah. What about human design? I said, oh shit. Yes, I got all excited and you know how I go. I started and I said, oh my goodness, I invited them to the show. So hopefully they'll come in tonight because I was like, Claudia will be there. Look, you think I know something. You wait until you get into our human design expert, Claudia. She'll be here on Wednesday. So I let everybody know you was going to be in the building tonight, y'all. So, just be prepared. Get your questions ready. There are people out here really seeking this information. So I right here. Without further ado, I would love to welcome the beautiful, amazing, the matching Claudia to the building. Yes, 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 yes. We have to unmute you. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, hello, beautiful being. Bobby. What's funny? We matched last time too.
See?
You remember we were wearing blue.
Yep.
We were
Sure.
on a blue wave. How are you? I'm so excited to be here. I
Um,
feel like it's been a minute, but also it's like time flew at the same time.
yes. I mean, like we already at the end of March already, like and spring sprung, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but spring has sprung in Maryland for the last 2 days. It has been beautiful. Tomorrow's going to be like 70 something. Yeah, it'll be a little rainy, but it's still going to be, April shower, bring May flowers, but we ain't even in April. We in March. So I hope y'all been out enjoying this weather. But yes, time kind of flew, and I'm excited to have you back here. I'm excited to talk about human design as usual. But what's been up with you? Let the star seeds know how you've been. What's going on?
Wow. Spring has definitely sprung over here too in New York. We have been enjoying the warm weather. I have been doing the most. Just really, I feel like it's Aries season. So things are just now speeding up more. It's like we're acclimating. The new year has officially began. And I spent a lot of time really processing what this new year energy is. I've been doing a lot of, my healing stuff, my own hosting circles, holding space, and learning more and more about human design every day. I feel like it's funny because human design is like my daily thing. Like I'm always looking into what's happening, applying it to myself. And then I find myself talking more about human design when it's leading up to the show without even realizing. It's like the show comes up, I'm like, oh, and like all of a sudden more and more I'm tying things back to human design. I'm noticing more patterns. And so I'm really excited to be here. Overall, I've just been feeling good. I'm excited about Aries season. There have been a lot of hiccups, but there's also been a lot of things to look forward to, I think.
Mhm.
Overall, yeah.
Yes,
What
I
about you?
believe so.
How you been?
So besides my internet, because I have first of all been forcing everything. So I realized that like I've been wanting things to grow when it was cold, and I've been wanting things once it's warmed up. I really wanted them to hurry up, but this last couple of days I have been in a solitude type of mode and really understanding that like I guess it's like that time you take right before you burst through the ground, right? You like need that time like again by yourself because you know things are about to change forever. Like once the seed grows into a flower, no never goes back to a seed, right? So things are about to change and I can feel it, but it's also a time for me to really reflect on like a lot of stuff. And so I've been doing a lot of reflecting because I am a Pisces, and there was a lot of Pisces energy recently. Yeah, so it's put me into a lot of kind of motivation, but also contemplation. It's a lot more than normal for me, and it's been an overload of it, kind of. So, yeah, it's been emotional, I guess, for me. But I'm kind of excited about spring again, like being outside and taking in the sun and like healing, I guess. I feel that healing energy. What's up, Ward? Hey, Jackie. Yes, yes. Thank y'all for being in the building.
Hello, greetings. So I was gonna say it's also that it's good that you're letting your hermit breathe, right? Because that 6-2, that two, that hermit energy, it's needs that solitude. Like I feel like I have been leaning a lot into my hermit energy too. And I feel like I took a couple of weeks off, so like I hadn't been on social media that much. I hadn't been present. It's just now, like this week with Aries season starting, that I've actually felt like okay, now I can talk, like I can be here. But
Right.
I was kind of on a break, just also kind of aligning to that Pisces energy and the winter, just letting ourselves be, because that's what the winter is supposed to be. It's a time for rest, realistically. If we start following more of Mother Nature's patterns, then we can align to the fact that winter is for rest, winter is for hibernation. And then in the spring is when motion starts. It's when the those flowers start blooming. We start seeing and witnessing the beauty. And that's that's our cycles too, especially for those of us that live in places that have seasons.
Hmm.
We we interact with that more strongly.
I miss winter in Maryland though. I feel like there's like a vortex pushing all the coldness up north and to the like we are missing the snow here. I just needed one good fucking snow day and it just did not happen. And it was weird because all of the sleds got bought like in March and I'm like, "What are y'all? Do y'all know something I don't know because it's 70 degrees tomorrow?" But like I really did was like counting on a snow day, a really thick good snow day for the kids, but it didn't happen this year. So kind of again, um, kind of. with the same wavelength of life, like some things you expect to happen because they're in that season and it doesn't happen. And you're like, wow, I think things are changing. Sometimes the seasons change. They don't always give you what you expect. That's life. At least that's what I'm learning. At least that's what I'm starting to learn.
I love it. I love it. Coming through with that wisdom that, yes, that's that wisdom that's gained in those periods when you take that solitude and you get that rest.
Yes.
So that's what's up. Yes, I love it. So I have been a little lost in the sauce and I didn't know, like, what are we focusing on tonight when it comes to human design?
Are you asking me, Claudia?
Are we pulling cards today? Are we just talking human
So
design?
I think we're talking human design. I haven't pulled any
What
charts. I'm
are
sorry.
they?
Go ahead.
Are Do people have questions? Do you have like how are we doing this
Let's
tonight?
just let it flow because we're in
Pulling
Aries
human.
season. So I'm gonna let you run this because this is your season, right? So what I'm gonna do is say this. I did not receive any new charts this human design. We haven't really promo for new charts. I think we should just really get into, like, I love the intro video into human design. And if anybody in here is not familiar with human design or has questions, please put them in the comments. I think we could put up, I mean, we can put up for sure a human design. I think we have one backstage here outline, and we can go through some more of the intro. I think that that would help some of the newbies, because I don't know if there's anybody in here with any questions or who has their human design. You guys have to talk and let me know what you got, what you want to do, because we can get into it. I mean, I'm always got questions about human design. Again, I'm trying to understand, again, this projector movement is not the business. I'll just tell you that. You 20%, I feel for you. It's a lot going on in this world. I met recently a manifesting generator, right? He was telling me, and you could tell, I could feel the energy, boy. It was a lot of energy. Like, I was in the room, we were in the room, and I didn't even say anything, right? I'm just standing there. He's like, he said, hi, my name is such. It's like he just announces himself, right? And I'm just like, oh, that's some real generator energy. Like, he wasn't even waiting for the invitation. He don't got no invitation. He just like announced himself. But this is the guy who was interested in human design, and that energy. We were explaining it, and it was funny because it was people around us who had no idea what human design was about. So he actually made it very easy for me to talk about it, because he was like, when I learned about myself, he's like, it taught him a lot about himself as a manifesting generator. And I'm telling you, as a projector, I am so jealous of generators because of the energy that they just possess naturally, that I burn out from after, being around, because I burn out. Honey, I do not hold on to that energy long. It'll be in me for a little while. It's like it'll hold for a second, but then after a while, I'm back to, I need something to plug into. And so I see why sometimes projectors are considered like kind of like parasites, because we kind of feed on other people's energy. I don't like to use that word, but that is kind of what we are considered. So when I'm being around that energy, I just want to know, why is it that generators have so much energy that they just gotta just go until they burn out, and us poor projectors and reflectors and some of the manifestors, because I see manifestors who got a lot more energy than I do. I just feel like I don't. And as I get a little more mature in my years, it's less and less energy that I have to. But once I'm around them, it's just like I pick up on it. I don't even like it no more. Like, I don't even, sometimes I don't like it because it's too much. It's just like I can feel it. And I don't know if it's because I'm aware of it or what it is, but tell me what, let's talk about that. Let's talk about us poor projectors, since no one else has questions.
I love you. And that's so funny. I first of all, I have to tell you, like I've said before, everyone gets type envy and type jealousy. Everyone. When I first learned about human design, when I first really dove into it, I felt like I wanted to be a projector. So that's really funny to me, right? Like cuz I was like, are you sure I'm a manifesting generator? Because I feel real projectorish. And what I realize is, and what we always have to also realize is that we do have some semblances of each type. We have access to the energies of kind of each type. So certain things will pull us in certain directions. Now, projectors, the thing about it is there's always a resistance. This is part of the process, the resistance. The deconditioning, they say, can take up to 7 years. So all of your life you have thought you were a generator, you've acted like a generator, and then to find out that you're not a generator, you're a projector, and now you're around generators and you see it, you feel the energetic difference, right?
Yep.
You have the awareness, and there's beauty in that, because when you're around generators, you amplify generator energy. So, like, I love to say that because oftentimes the projector in the room will seem to have the most energy out of everybody in the room,
Hmm.
because you're amplifying the energy. And yes, the energy is not yours to keep, because once the generators leave, there goes the energy as well. But it's all about starting to be strategic with that energy and what it is that you want to do with it. It's about owning it, because realistically, it's yours when it's yours. So it's not for you to sit there and be like, this is not my energy, like I'm borrowing or leeching it.
It feels
If
like it.
you're
Oh,
in a room, if you're in a room that you were invited to, if you're in a room that you are in, what's there for you is for you.
right.
So, and you're not necessarily depleting energy, because generators are naturally giving off their energy. So it's we just naturally have it. It's in the aura, and so anybody around us naturally grabs onto it. It's like, oh, let me get a little bit of this energy. So I feel like it's just about being strategic. Like, what do you want the energy for? Like, you instead of being jealous of the energy, like, what do you want the energy for? What do you want to be doing?
Want to keep it. I want it
Question.
mine. Because it's like I want to be able to just go like that. Like I don't feel like I can do that. Like I cannot. Like I honestly, I'm, you know, sleep has been my best friend, and I don't even like going to sleep like that. I've been like getting it in because it's just like, you know what?
Listen,
I've been
so
trying to
I
do later shit.
feel like what you need is a reframe, right? The reframe being, you are a goddess, and goddesses soak up, just lay, just, you know what I'm saying? They get fed, they get brought grapes to them. They're chilling in a chase.
Mhm.
Your energy is for that. Like, that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to lounge. You're meant to allow yourself to just rest and not worry yourself about what the generators are doing, and what, like, that's not your life path, right? So your life path is to show generators how to rest and how to be worshipped, how to allow yourself to have pleasure. Like, that's what you're here for. That's what projectors are here for. You're here to rest, you're here to be in pleasure, you're here to just shine bright, and you are recognized the moment that you're doing that. The moment that you are in your pleasure, you're being recognized.
Mm.
I also want to say that in regards to the manifestors, what you said, you think manifestors have more energy. Some manifestors have heart definition, and the heart is a motor, and that gives them a bit more energy. Also, but manifestors work in bursts with their energy too. It's like they have bursts to initiate to do, and then they need to rest.
Mm.
And projectors need to consistently rest.
That's
It's
it.
not, you don't have,
Just get rest, y'all.
you need to consistently rest. You need to consistently play You need to consistently be in pleasure, right? And it's about finding your pleasure, Foxy.
You
Like
hear this, universe? I need
what
consistent play, pleasure, all of that. I understand. I listen to me. I understand that. But this world is not built for projectors. This world is built for generators. It is really hard to tread water as a projector when you really just want to float and everybody else is like, I got all this energy I could trade, and you just want to sleep. You're like, I just drown. Let me just drown in this water because I don't want to be doing all this treading. Why are you guys doing all this treading? I just want to float. So I get what you're saying, but
just float.
how do we do it?
You're here to be that unique floater. And I promise you, in your floating, you're going to teach other people how to float. Because realistically, we live in an overworked society also. So I feel like that's why projectors are here to like help balance the energy and help show the efficient way to do things that we don't need to be like super on the go, super like we don't need to do all of that. Like sometimes we need to just chill the fuck out. And generators need a balance of work, play, and rest too. Like, and a lot of generators do not have that work life balance. A lot don't. A lot don't. A lot are overworked. A lot are spending their energies in ways that are not really for them to spend their energy. And therefore, they need examples of beings like projectors that can live their life in pleasure so that we can see that. Like you're the leaders. Projectors are here to lead. And the leading is in figuring out your recipe, your secret sauce, how much your balance is, how much what like being strategic about your energy, right? Being like, okay, I know I'm gonna be in a room full of generators and I got this and this and this that I want to do for me. So I'm gonna have access to an excess amount of energy in this at this time frame. So this is what I'm gonna do. Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out your roadmap, figuring out your strategy, really listening to your incarnation cross, right? Your purpose, what you're here for, figuring out figuring that out within yourself.
Even my incarnation cross, it says to chill, bitch. Chill. You supposed to live good, eat good, have good sex, good love, all that. But life is not easy like that. That shit does not line up like that. Life, it
Okay,
says you gotta work 5 million hours, you gotta make all this money, you gotta take all these kids, you gotta take care of everybody, nobody take care of you. So that's what life gives you as a projector, and you gotta make motherfucking lemon juice out of goddamn grapefruits. I don't understand. It sounds beautiful, the life of a projector, but I just need a quick guide on how to get there because I promise you, I'm trying, and everything is trying to make me into a generator. I mean, like, seriously, life is trying to make me go backwards because I was actually living more of a projector life prior to finding out that I was a projector. As soon as I found out I was a projector, life was trying to make me into a generator. It was like, yeah, you are, but we got a lot of stuff we need you to do. And I'm just like, what? I just want to live my soft girl life. I just want to be in my projector mode and then guiding people and doing, but life just don't. Yeah, let's trade, Danielle. Danielle
but
said you want to trade, sis.
I see, I see, Zanel. What is your design? I'm getting, I
Danielle,
guess, you froze. Can you hear me? It says everyone can see and hear
I'm
me.
back.
Okay. I want to be a projector for a day. So I feel like
No, you don't.
Foxy's like, no, you don't. No, you don't want to be a projector for a day. Listen, life is about accepting self. Life is about learning who you are and coming to an acceptance of that fully and totally. And when you're able to do that, when you're able to accept yourself as you are, then you can grow into who you want to be and the life that you want to lead, right? And so
Yeah.
we Foxy, I'm gonna remind you because you see here, Pro Noia Starcy Podcast. The universe is always working in your favor. The universe is always working in your favor. You are divine, you are blessed, and you are capable, and you are a goddess and can create. So the saying things like this world isn't built for, you know what I'm saying? No. Let's discard that. Let's
Okay.
throw that away. Let's empower ourselves. Let's empower our words. Let's use affirming statements like I am able to receive all of my blessings and spend the majority of my time in pleasure and rest.
That's
I remember,
just that. Absolutely.
remember that we all deviate. We all deviate. And that's why, even in the human design chart, it tells you you're not self, right? For manifestors, if you're spending your time being angry, you're not self. For generators, if you're in frustration, you're not self.
Stop being
For
frustrated, Danielle. She says, I'm a worker bee. I want to be the queen bee. Damn it. Mon wants to know, does human design go over past lives? Yo, Danielle, first of all, listen. Even trying to be the queen bee, you are the worker bee because you got to work to get there and you got to reprogram yourself from knowing that you like, yo, people understand this. It seems like I'm an 8 life path. So you got to understand that people already think this shit is easy when it really is not. For an 8 life path, it's like ups and downs a lot, like big dips, and then backups and then big dips. But then to be a projector, people think it's easy because you're supposed to be a guide. That means everything's you just float through shit. No, boo boo, because we don't have the we love you generators. That's all I can say is that I love generate. I love the energy that you have. You are needed. You have a purpose. And I know us projector too, but you generators are amazing. I just want to say that. So do not get burnt out, Danielle. It's okay. You are the queen bee. You are the queen bee. And yes, okay, tell them on if does human design go over past lives?
so human design is based off of this life. It's this life. It's about understanding yourself in the here and now, the path that you're on here. So no, it doesn't really go over past life. Then now let me tell you that if you are feeling burnt out, you need to rest. You need there's and you said it yourself. I think in one of the comments I saw balance, right?
Yep.
We need rest and we need a good amount of balance between work and rest. Knowing the limits of that, but also understanding that with generators, we do have energy. We have energy to work. We have energy to work a 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 schedule is based out of a generator schedule. And I'm pretty sure a projector came up with that after observing generators and being able to say the generators can do 9 to 5. Like that's what they can work. And they can they can do well with 2 3 weeks off during the year as vacation time, and that works, and having weekends off and whatever. So the work schedule works for generators. However, what doesn't work for a generator is being in a work that does not feel good, that does not feel satisfying, that does not turn you on, that your gut did not agree to. Being in work that you just accepted because you needed the money, because survival does not turn you on and will deplete you and will have you feeling burnt out and will have you feeling like you don't got energy because that is not your work, that's not your purpose, that's not why you're here. So generators, we suffer from something called people pleasing because we have energy and we feel like we have enough energy to just say yes to anybody that asks us for some of our energy. And the reality is that what you have to learn is how to really be discerning of what your gut response is and following it. Like when your gut says no, even if you have energy, even if you feel like you're bouncing off the wall and your gut says no, it's a no. But oftentimes we'll say yes to things that are no. And then we find ourselves burnt. We find ourselves tired. We find ourselves depleted. And it's because you said yes when it was a no. So the one of the huge things that generators you have to learn is how to say no. How to say no. Even if you are bursting from the seams with energy, if it's a no, it's a no.
So no, it's
Like
a no.
if it's a no, it's a no. And honoring your body, honoring your temple, honoring yourself to really listen to those gut responses, that's the biggest work of a generator. Generator, this is a generator world. The majority of the earth is powered by generators. Generators power the earth, and you have so much power. But know that based on your design, you have a specific purpose and you have a specific way that your power is meant to be used. And so that is the key to not getting burnt out as a generator is what are you saying yes to? What yeses are you saying that are really no's? And understanding the balance of that.
All right, generators. Say yes to yes and no to no. Follow your gut response. Where that little where the little fire burns. Listen to there right there. That's what she's telling you.
Yes. Yes.
So let's see. Does everybody know what because we have a couple people in the we definitely have a few people in the building. So everybody knows your human design aura and your profile and all that good stuff. If so, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you know your human design aura or profile, go ahead and put it in the comments. Um the gentleman I met said that they were a 4-6 manifesting generator. What is the 4 again? I cannot recall.
The four is the opportunist. So
Ah, makes sense. Okay.
the four is a networker. The four person works best in community and is really gets a lot of opportunities. Just it's that person that embodies that it's who you know, right? They work best with people in network and they're able to connect people. I like to say that opportunists also do have an energy of it's funny because I have quite a few people with the four profile around me and I see it. They do have this energy of they meet you and they have a purpose for you. It's like they have a purpose for you in their life. They have a thought process and they'll try to, and a lot of people are not aware of it, like not consciously aware of it. They just do it. They just do it. It's just like you're placed in a certain box when it comes to opportunists. Like they see you and they're just like, okay, this person is good for this. Like they map you out and they place you in a certain place and it will not be known to you. Like you might not know what it is. And that becomes frustrating a little bit with the opportunities because you're like, I don't know why it is that I'm trying to establish this type of connection with this human,
Right.
but it's not happening. And that's because the opportunist has their own placement, but they just won't, they might not share that information with you ever. So it's like, it's like understanding what that is. But the four, they're very extroverted. They're a lot about their network and knowing who they know. And then the six is the role model. So the six is at the unconscious level, and that's the six, the three stages of life, the being, a 1-3 trial and error for the first 30 years of life, then the second stage of life of being on the roof and observing and taking in and learning. And then the last stage, which is being the role model, the wise person that has things to share and things to teach. And so that's that 4-6 profile combination.
Very dope. Very dope. We have a generator, a manifest, and a manifesting generator in the building. So tell me, okay, so tell me, man, no, when we first hear it, like my a lot of people think about manifester first.
I'm sorry.
Is it first?
You were breaking up a little bit. So
Can
say
you
that
hear me?
again.
Am I breaking it up?
You're freezing a little bit. You know that I was going into Aquarius tomorrow. Okay. Aquarius is the internet, it's technology. So things are about to get funny for the
Oh
next 3
Lord.
months.
All right, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna play. Let me take a quick break real quick and
Okay.
come back. And I'm gonna come back in a whole new mode. Okay. We're gonna come back different, feel better with my technique. Back. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Tune more human design with Claudia. We'll be right back, y'all.
It's a girl, me and the boy left on the boy, you know, stop to talk with the page. I made it think, yo, good man, you know, but a little idiot boy, I run up on a stop page. Me see me yesterday, me say, I post him out and tell me, you know what, follow my page, and then someday.
A silent drown in emotion. This really hit the water in my eyes. A surprise, I'ma deal with it. But then I see you stalking my page. It's a bit odd behavior at this stage. But hey, if I were you, I'd unfollow me too. Then be the first one to view my story. I see you, it's cool. Just know that you ain't got it like that. Now you all in your feelings, cause I don't write back. Odds must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Odds must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Either way, you mad at what I had to say, and at the end of the day, you used to having your way. This ain't BK, unless you're getting impossibles, and it's impossible to stop my flow. You found my book of writings and threw them in the trash, then trying to hit me up to reminisce about the it's sad, and I just laugh, cause ain't no way you's a fan, so you gon' need to stay in your place or get in line, cause these shows ain't free. You ain't know by now, you don't know me. Poetic essence easy through the crown of your head, and to patch it up you gotta analyze what I said. I bring out the piece of me, and I gave you a piece of me peacefully, for us to see how many seeds it was gonna be. Now you will wanna be back to hell, you go with me. Odds must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Odds must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy. Must be crazy, right? Must be crazy.
I follow my Instagram page, my Facebook page. So I just see my what out here and I say, dirty boy, I want to stop to follow up my things.
Slowly cooking this vegan stew. Stovetop stuffing sweet potato in the oven. Nag champa burning and blending with the sour diesel. On the strength, I swarm like a killer bee do. Lead my vote. Shot the FBI in broad daylight. From the backseat of the trunk in the blue Caprice. Terrorizing the neighborhood, but never my hood. Food for thought, clean your plate up. Get your weight up, raise the bar. Gym rat, cheese face, Mighty Mouse syndrome. Speedy Guns, Alice, hola, former star. Guys were made in the belly of the Amistad. Yemen Ya, goddess of the ocean. Love the babies, lyrical potion, call me Dr. Sabi. Detox from that shitty hip hop. Drink Cinity, slowly cooking this vegan stew. Sweet potato in the oven, nag champa burning, blended with the sour diesel on the strength. I swarm like a killer bee do.
All right. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can see me? This better? Yes. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, y'all, but we back. Now, Claudia, you got to say something.
I'm here. What's
Oh, I
good?
can hear you.
We
Great.
ready?
Yeah, we ready.
We ready. We out here.
I had to switch to my phone. This is just a little too much. The computer was doing too much. So, it is what it is. But we are back. And thank y'all for sticking around. Again, this is Human Design with my beautiful human design expert, Claudia. And we were talking about manifesting generators. And I asked the question because a lot of we hear manifester first and then generator. And I know that they fall under the generator category. So, what is the difference between generators and manifesting generators?
Yes. So the reason why a manifesting generator has the manifesting in their title is because they have their throat center defined and it's directly connected to the sacral. So, what makes a person a manifester in general is having the throat definition, but it's having the throat definition and the throat being attached to a motor, like the heart
Mhm.
or the solar plexus, like they are interlinked. If they're not interlinked, then a person can have their throat defined, and if it's not interlinked to a motor, they're not a manifester. So there are projectors that have throat definition, but they're not manifestors because they don't have, like, they might not have their solar plexus, their spleen, or their heart defined, or there might just be split definition. So there's not a direct connection, and therefore
Mhm.
that's what that's what prevents them from being a manifester. So a manifester has their throat defined and doesn't have their sacral defined. Anybody that has a sacral defined, the sacral is the center of life force energy. It is the power source. It's the battery. So whoever has that sacral defined is a generator. Like there's
Mhm.
nothing else that you can be. When you have that sacral defined, you are a generator. And just the dividing line between a manifesting one and a generator, pure generator, is that a manifesting generator has a direct connection from their sacral to their throat, and they're connected. So
Mhm.
manifesting generator becomes a hybrid of a manifester and a generator. But because of that sacral, the sacral is the strongest force. Because the sacral is defined, that makes a manifesting generator a generator first. So even
Mhm.
though manifesting is in the title first, you're still a generator. And that means that you have to abide by the gut response. The gut response, the gut is king with a sacral authority, with a sacral defined being. Now, I was going to say sacral authority, but there are generators that are emotional authority. So that means that their emotions are number one to listen to, but their emotions run on waves that is prompted by the gut response. So your
Mhm.
gut is still playing a big factor when it comes to making decisions. Your gut will say yes or no. If you're emotional authority, your gut will say yes or no, and then you'll start having feelings about your decision. Like it'll say yes, and then it'll trigger your gut, your solar plexus, your emotional waves to run. So either way, emotional authorities across the board, any type that you are, if you're an emotional authority,
Mhm.
you have to give yourself time to let your emotional wave run before you finalize a decision. So any life-changing decisions, things that are major importance, if someone proposes to you, if you would get offered a job, if you get offered a partnership, a deal, like things that are life-changing, you do not want to make a spontaneous decision on ever. Like it is the best thing for you to do is say, I'm gonna need 48 hours to get back to you. You imagine somebody proposed to you, like, okay, can I respond to you in 48 hours?
Give me about two
That,
days, Charlie. I'll be back with you. Give me 1 second. Shoot.
like, like, and you can, you can play with this emotional authorities. You can play with it. You can be like, I feel like it's a yes, but I cannot commit at this exact moment. So I'm gonna need a little bit of time to think about this. For and this is hard. This is hard for emotional authorities to hear. But I feel like if you start implementing it, you'll start seeing the difference that it'll make in your life, one. And two, know that who's for you is for you and is willing to give you however much time you need to make a decision. Oftentimes,
Absolutely.
it's best to give yourself a really nice cushion of time.
Hmm.
When it comes to other people, though, like oftentimes people can be a little bit impatient. And so, at minimum, 2 days, at maximum, however much time you can give yourself. Because what will happen to an emotional authority is your emotional wave is going to run with the yes and the no. Emotional authorities, you're not meant to feel sure about any decision, like 100% sure. You will feel when you get to a calm place, when the excitement is has leveled out, right? When the fear has leveled out and you're at a calm place, that's when you recheck your answer, your response,
Hmm.
then you go with that response. You will feel more sure about your response after you let the emotional wave run, but you won't ever feel like it's 100% correct for you. You'll feel like it's about 75. If you get to 75, 80%, then
Yeah.
that's got to go for you. As you proceed on with your response, it'll start feeling more and more like, yes, I see why this was yes. I see. And like you'll get there. I think you get to a point where you're like, absolutely, that was the best thing for me to do. But not at you won't start off that way. You won't start
I
off that.
agree. I'm an emotional authority, so I agree. That's what I'm saying. Look, I know that they say I played a hand in writing this, but I really feel like I kind of like was like, let me see what the most difficult shit I could put in here and see if I can conquer it. I'm gonna be a projector with emotional authority, meaning that I'm not even sure of my damn self, and I gotta wait forever for somebody to invite me in to these important life events. In the meantime, I just need a good sex, good love, good dick. No, no, no. Life is not gonna be built. Like I get it, but damn, like
If,
who wrote this shit? Like
if
me? You mean that I wrote this?
on top of the fact that you have to wait for the invitation, then when you get invited, you have to wait to make the decision.
Exactly. Yeah, I gotta wait. I got an invite, but now because I'm so excited, I gotta wait till the excitement goes down because I gotta be sure. Can you give me 2 days? Sorry, man, you got 24 hours. Claudia, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Well, and actually, that's beautiful, honestly, because I think you're a split definition too, right?
Yes.
On top, on top of that, with your specific design, it does help to talk it out with somebody else. It does help to be in union with somebody else, to be in somebody else's energy while you're making a decision too, because they'll help all your sensors communicate. So I feel like, yes, you're on track. It can be frustrating. Yes. Yes. But I feel like the understanding of it, and once you align to it, trust it is, it takes a while. It takes a while. And me, like, even as a manifesting generator, really, like, you test it too. So for me, understanding that I had to listen to my gut response, letting my gut give me a response and doing the opposite really showed me that I needed to listen to my gut response. And I did it
Mm.
a lot. I did it a lot. Like I tested it and tested it and tested it until finally it was like, boom, like, damn, girl, you really want your life to be different. You need to you need to get your shit together. Like, what are you doing?
You really trying to make your life difficult, aren't you? You sitting here just going against me all day. You know what is right. Is this a test? What are you doing? You know what? Same thing. Honestly, I am very emotional because I'm a Pisces. Okay, so emotional authority, and then being, like I really just feel like this was a setup. But in feeling that way, and the wine kicking in, I'm just gonna say this: it is an emotional wave you have to ride because you will feel very strongly one way, and after a while you just chill. You be like, yo, maybe I don't feel that way, and then you think about that and be like, you know what, maybe I You didn't feel that way. And then eventually you do get to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck either way. I'm going to just make a decision based on, and it just, and you do go through those waves. And you know what? If you know someone is an emotional authority, this is why I say it's important to learn the human design though, because you can be a little bit more freaking patient with them. Okay. I mean, this is just for people who are close to other people. If you consider yourself close to people, care about enough to know that, like, if they're emotional, they might need a couple, they may say something and then take it back and then come back because they trying to hurry up, because they trying to hurry up and get this answer out. But honestly, they got to go through the feelings that they're going through. And if they tell you that, you understand it enough to chill the fuck out, give them a few days. They're going to give you an answer. They just need some time to process their feelings. And you know what? Thank you for human design, because I didn't know what that was. But I know me. Like, I'll be feeling hella great about something and then be like, wait. Oh, why did I agree to that? Because now I'm feeling all of this and then this. So I do need a couple of days to let it go through the system of process. And you're right. I don't always feel 100%, but I feel a lot better 3 days after I make a decision than when I first make the decision. Because I hop on it. Because again, as a projector, we don't get a lot of invitations. So you can just be like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, shit, I really didn't want to go to that. That's not even for me. That's not my invitation. It's not, we not just waiting for any invitation. Like you said, I'm a goddess. And just say yes to anything. You know,
Yes.
they will come. But you just gotta, some of them things you got to throw in the trash. And then eventually you open one and you realize, and then you go through your emotional shit. So again, if you can bear with me, you guys, eventually I'll say yes to something. It clearly.
Yes, Foxy. I love that. Keep saying that shit. Like this is your question. Is this invitation worthy of me?
That
This
is so
invitation
true.
worthy of this goddess energy.
Yes, that is so true. You know what? That right there was divine speaking through you for real, because for the last 2 days, that is the exact question that I have been asking in all around about ways, instead of saying that exact question. And I thank you for that. I needed that. Thank you for that. I needed that. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Because you are a goddess. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm an art. So projector energy is so powerful. And that's what I feel like we spend so much time projecting on the other, which it's part of your design. It's part of your design to observe the other. Projectors, you're here to do that. And it's through understanding the other that you understand yourself better. Like, that's part of being a projector. So I feel like I could say, yeah, focus on yourself, but realistically, you learn about yourself through your observation of other people.
Absolutely.
For it brings you to more awareness about you. It brings you more awareness about what you like, where you are at. But I feel like overall, like projectors have this natural magnetism. You have, I think the most beautiful thing about a projector is that you attract what you are meant to attract. And you can discern, right? If you trust yourself, right? If you make decisions to trust yourself, to trust that knowing, because there you just know things. Not everybody has that. Like, you just know, you can read a person like this. Like, just being in a proximity to somebody, you can tell if you're supposed to be fucking with this person or not. And if
Yeah.
you listen to that, and you like listen to that for real, like you close to someone, you say, walk the fuck away. Like, listen to yourself, harness your energy. Know that that goddess energy is only meant for a select few. Okay, only a select few are meant to worship you. Okay, a select few will give you all the invitations that you need, that will
Right.
take you anywhere and everywhere that you want to be in this life. But your energy is not for everyone.
Not
Okay,
at all.
because
Not
you're
at all.
prize. Okay, you're the prize. You're the exclusive. You are the one that people have to fight to access, because your energy is that potent. And not everyone can handle that, and not everybody should. handle that. Not everybody deserves or is worthy to even be in the presence of that. Okay. So,
Okay. Okay. That's what, like an okay moment.
yes.
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
No, I feel that. It's about being able to fit. You know what? Thank you. Just thank you. Cause that's some real shit right there. Cause I have a Leo North node. We ain't gonna talk about that too. Like, cause I'm still not used to even being able to step into who, even at this ripe, where my peach is ripe, baby. And I'm still learning myself. So I just thank you for that because that is some true shit right there. And if you are feeling sometimes, y'all, because I feel like that sometimes, even though spiritual people, we be healing people, we be talking to people, we can breathe life into other people, but sometimes we can't even breathe that same life back into ourselves. It's been a struggle for me for these last couple of days. So today's show, brought to you by Pronoia C Podcast, was for Pronoia C Podcast today. So no, I'm just joking, but it's for everybody. But I really got a message from this show today. So thank you, Claudia. I really did. I really appreciate it.
good. I feel like there is a beauty and a power, and this is why I do what I do for that same reason, right? Like this week, I'll tell you this. So Aries season started for me with receiving an award. I was the recipient of an award. Mm,
What?
yeah, girl. Uh,
Get it, get it.
But when I went, so I was at a ceremony and I was receiving this award, and the person up there started giving a speech about me and reading some things that I had written, and literally reading out loud my some of my life goals, right? And what I'm working on and expanding and why I was up for this award. And so she's reading this thing in a room full of people, and I was overwhelmed, right? Like I'm like blushing. I'm like, oh my God. I felt so naked because I was like, this person's out here reading my business. Like I didn't like like she didn't even ask, nobody asked me if
Right.
I wanted my shit shared. So she started reading it, and it just felt like eventually when I got over like my, I guess my shyness or my introvertedness and my like, yeah, like this is mine. Like, don't tell people my stuff. I felt like there's such a power in being seen.
Mm-hmm.
There's such a
Mm.
power in having somebody else witness you, right? There's such
Oh,
a power in like I was there like, wow, like
yeah. Yeah.
else is
It's scary at first though. At first it's like you feel like that song, like strumming my pain with singing. You like walk in and somebody's telling your story and you like for real, like, but in a way that they make you sound beautiful. And it's just like it makes you be like, am I that? Is this me? You look at it and then you blush and then you're like, oh but it's beautiful because again, like even for you to say like, oh, you're a goddess, like y'all don't know how like you got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? You got to live that too. You got to be that. You got to be 100% in there. You can't fake it. And being when someone speaks all these things to you out loud. I don't have a thousand people in the room, but I know exactly how you feel and what you're saying. And first of all, what award is this that you got, Claudia, that you did not tell me about, sister girl? I need to know.
so I'm not gonna tell you.
Is it going to be on TV? Am I going to be able to see it? What's going on?
No, okay. So I can tell you offline. I just don't want to
Okay.
publicize it here. But I feel like if you're in my world, you can ask me on the side. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but yeah, my point in sharing that, I wasn't sharing it to talk about my word. I was sharing it to say it's the power of it's the power of a reading,
Yes.
which is why I do readings. And I feel like the biggest compliment that I've gotten, and I've done readings for teenagers, I've done readings for like, and I've had teenagers tell me, it's like you read a story about me to me. And like, I just feel seen. And there's
Yes.
just such a power in that. And it's why I do it, because I'm like, it is that. And it's like a young person just getting to know themselves, just living this life and being themselves, and having me look up their human design and just like sharing little tidbits and having them soak that in, like, yeah, I recognize all of that. Everything that you're saying, I see it. It's true. I do. I This is
Yep.
me. And I'm just like, I love that. And they're just like, I like it because it normalizes our individualness. Like, we are all
Yes.
individual. We all have our own design, right? And
Right.
in the spiritual world, when you dive in deep and understand that we create our own realities, and then looking beyond that in terms of we chose these lives and we chose these paths, and we don't
Hmm.
necessarily understand the reason why. Like Foxy was questioning, like, why did I pick this? Because the fuck. But sometimes sometimes we don't make sense of it until very, 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 very later on in life. And that's okay. The goal right now is to get to a place where we're enjoying what we're doing here right now. The goal is
Yes.
to get to a place where we're feeling like, okay, this is who I am. I'm gonna just have fun with this. Like, I'm just gonna be me. Like, getting to these stages now, as you're walking the path, allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be witnessed, right? Being
Right.
called out, being told, like, hey, you know, you're powerful. What are you doing with that power? Where are you placing that energy? Like, come on. Like, we're waiting to see. We're waiting for
Right.
your leadership. We're waiting for the opportunity to witness you. So show us who you are. Like, this is why I do human design. So I just wanted to put that out there in terms of
Ooh,
like, what's
I saw
up?
11, 11, 11, all 11s across the clock. And I wasn't even looking. I just looked up and was like, yes, yes. Alignment.
Yes. So, we're getting ready to wrap up. I don't know if anybody else had any questions, anything real quick. I know. So overall, we went over the projector, world, the energy, the need for rest, right? We
Yes.
went over a little bit of profiles. We went over the difference between manifesting generators and generators. I talked to you, manifestor, to your generators, about that sacral. And I also talked about emotional authority in terms of giving yourself time, give yourself time. And Foxy confirmed, as an emotional authority, give yourself some time to make those decisions.
Yes.
And the people that are in emotional authorities, be patient with the emotional authorities. They need to run those emotional waves. I promise you, they're much better after. They do. Like,
Yes. Really. Honestly, that's some real advice right there. Give them time, just a little bit.
give them time. Give them time. And I will tell you this also. I guess this last little tidbit, I guess, if nobody else has any questions, when you're not solar plexus defined, when you have an open solar plexus, you're an emotional empath. So you tend to take on the energy, the emotional energy around you. And
Hmm.
times, emotional authority people are running through emotional waves that they're not even fully conscious of and not consciously doing it. But when you get caught as an open solar plexus in front of an emotional authority running a wave, you take that on. And depending on the openness of your center, you amplify that energy. So the same way projectors amplify our sacral energy, people that have open solar plexus amplify emotional energy. So if someone around you is angry, you can be in a full on rage and not even know. And it's important for open solar plexus to know. So anybody that's not emotional authority, that means you have an open solar plexus. That
Mm.
that most of your feelings are not yours. Most of your feelings when you're in groups of people are not yours. Like that, those emotions that come through. So don't attach to them. Don't hold on to them, because honestly, when you do, it just tends to cause a lot of friction for you. So just being able to observe emotions and not let them control you and not let them run you, because they will have you going crazy. They will have you fucked up. And that's really important for y'all to know. So
Mm. That's some real advice right there.
Yeah.
It will have you fucked up, shout.
The,
Listen,
those emotions will have.
feelings. Yes, the feelings, the emotions will have you in your feelings and have you. Yes, that can't. Don't let them rule you. I know. Yes, I heard your spirit. Okay, I got you. Again, this has been a show sponsored for, given to by. Thanks. Appreciate you very much. I got something out of it. If nothing else, I promise you, I got a lot to think about tonight. Thank you again for sharing, always sharing this beautiful information. As I talked about human design, like I said, there's not a lot of people talking about it, especially for free, y'all. When you come here, you get information that, and you can ask questions, any questions that you want. Stop being afraid. Don't be shy. Tap in with your questions because knowing yourself and knowing things about yourself are going to help you navigate this life a lot easier. That's what I found that human design provides is a easier navigation through life. You don't have as much pushback. You don't try to fight against the tide as much when you know exactly like where the energy is flowing. So if you're not tapped in, look up your human design or find out your profile. Make sure you're here next month. Claudia will be back with us. She's here once a month, you guys, and be prepared. Come with your paper, come with your pencils, come with your open heart space, your open mind space, and just be ready to receive whatever it is that divine has for you because you are divinely created. Okay. And that's what I love about human design is that like we're all divine creatures. We all have a different way that we function. And even if you are a part of a bigger group, like a 70%, they are still broken down in so many fractions. You got a manifesting generator and then generators. And it's already broken up to 33%. Then you break it down by your profile and your different crossroads and then your different channels and all. You are so uniquely made, you know. That's why I love human design, honestly. That's why I knew that this was a place for Claudia needed to be to share this information. So you guys, make sure you're tapped in at least once a month when Claudia's in the building. We put up them reels. Make sure you tap in. I'll make sure I get mine out earlier next month, maybe a whole week ahead of time, so you guys know. Got it on your calendars, marked, ready. Have your charts. We'll talk backstage, Claudia, on what's next to come for next month. But you guys, anything else you want to add, Claudia, before we close out tonight?
Thank you for having me, Foxy. I love these conversations, and next time I would like to pull some charts because I'm nosy and I like to see some of y'all. So I think for sure we'll put the word out a little sooner and get some charts in. And just I say like generators, just start listening to your sacral. Projectors, just start focusing on calling in that intention of being patient. Just call in patience because y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait. And so call in patience. And I know it's hard, yo. I'm an Aries. I'm a triple Aries. Like patience is not my forte. My forte, like naturally, but I have learned patience. Because
Mhm.
traders, you also have to wait to respond because you are here to respond, right? We're here to respond. Manifestors, stop playing, stop sleeping on your energy and just go for it.
Please go for it.
Go for it. Like, don't nobody need to give you permission. You don't gotta wait for shit. All you gotta do is fucking go. Like, what the fuck? Like, just go. Just do it. Like, just do it. Whatever it is, whatever you want, go for it.
Yes.
It's yours. Reflectors, the moon is going crazy, y'all. The moon, we have a blue moon, right? A blue new moon. There's two new moon in Aries this year.
Wow.
Next new moon in Aries is an eclipse. So we have a solar eclipse in Aries coming up in April. Reflectors, pay attention to the moon cycles. It's really important to even just know where the moon is. If you start charting where the moon is on a regular basis, you start noticing your connection because you are connected to the moon. It's like Earth
Absolutely.
is the moon, y'all. So like like if the moon is not in a certain position, it is not a certain time for you to be making decisions. Patience is also your forte. So my reflectors and my projectors, patience, patience. Generators, listen to your guts. Manifestors, just fucking do it. Like stop playing. That's my that's my wrap up for
Just
y'all.
stop. Just do it. Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
If
Make sure
anybody
y'all.
and a deeper dive, I do offer readings. You can hit me up on a more personified on IG, on Facebook, and yeah, I'll be here next month. I'm excited. It's my birthday month. And
Ow, what's going on? You gonna have a what are you doing? What are you doing for your beautiful birthday?
oh my gosh, everyone keeps asking me that. And so let me tell you. I, I wanted to have I wanted to have an event. And time has become an issue. So I might not be having this event specifically when I wanted it because my birthday is literally on Easter this year. So
Oh wow.
it's on Easter Sunday. So now y'all know. Y'all better wish me a happy birthday, y'all.
Absolutely.
It's my birthday and I wanted to do like an intimacy based event. I wanted to invite I wanted to invite my community, my people to enter into a dimension, a portal of self care, self awareness, and love energy. I wanted to invite everyone to really explore intimacy for self, intimacy. I wanted to share me. I wanted to share my story. I wanted, and I'm gonna say I want because I think this is gonna manifest just in a different way than what I was planning. But I wanted to meditate. I wanted to set an intentional circle to be together, to be present, to have conversations about love and beauty and union. And unity, right? As a whole. So
Hmm.
that's what I want for my birthday. What I'm actually doing for my birthday is probably a lot of self care and a lot of self love. And it's still very undefined in terms of what actions I'm going to be doing on my actual birthday.
But you know you'll be taking care of yourself on your
Uh,
birthday. And that's
As,
most important. Absolutely. Well, you
yes.
guys, before we go, let me just remind you this Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on how you think and what you believe, at 1:11 a.m., we will be having Pronoia After Dark. And I've been hitting these sound effects because nobody's told me that y'all can't hear them. I'm over here like bling, ding, ding, like I'm still hooked up. You don't hear that, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. It's back here on Bossat. But okay. Well, we will have Pronoia After Dark. So set your clocks for 1:11 a.m. That is Saturday morning. Yes. And it will be
Okay,
me and
so
Sunshine. Yeah.
Friday night, Saturday morning.
Friday
Okay.
night. Yep.
Okay.
When you coming in the house at 12:10, just go ahead and stay on up. There's Pronoy After Dark at 1:11 a.m. It is me, Sunshine Monet L. We have a special guest coming in. We had a couple special guests gonna pop in during the time. One of them being Miss Universe, and I could call her Yoniverse because she has some yoni eggs and different items and yoni steamers and different things she's going to talk about on that night. So make sure you're tapping in. It is Pronoia After Dark. No kids allowed, you guys. No kids allowed. We're gonna be talking about whatever we like. What'd you say?
I said that sounds juicy.
Yes, it's going to be very juicy. If y'all missed the last one, you missed out. I don't even know if it's on YouTube. I don't know if I uploaded it. I know it's on Facebook, but it was for Noya After Dark with me and Miss Chris Glenn from Introducing Podcast. We were on together and we were talking about pressure and pheromones. That's what we were talking about on the last one. This one, we're talking about sacred energy exchange, SEX. That's what we'll be talking about this Pronoia After Dark. So mark your calendars again. It is 1:11 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever way you like to think about it. But we'll be on live, so make sure you're there. And yeah, that's the only show we got coming up next. So make sure you're tapped in. Thank you, Claudia, again for being in the building. Since you can hear it, let me. Yes, yes.
I didn't hear that one.
Oh, damn. Okay.
The rest I did hear, but I didn't hear that last one. But thank you. I love you. I love y'all. Mwah. Have a blessed night.
Yes,
And
you too.
let's just keep on keeping on. I am gonna
Absolutely.
put it in my calendar so I can tune in if I'm up. I'm a early sleeper though, so like,
Get your nap in, sister.
that might be the move. That might be
Go
the
in a
move.
little about 8. Go ahead and wake up around 1 11. Just tap into your sister. Just tap in. You ain't got to cut your phone on.
We we be needing these adult
Yes,
conversations now.
we do. And I be wanting that input. I need to hear. We need to get feedback. A lot of times we don't talk about it because we was taught when we was kids it's nasty and all of this stuff. But we grown now. Okay, we need to talk about these things. We need to make sure we're doing the right things and what we can do to elevate. There's a lot of energy in sex. So again, make sure y'all tapping in 1:11 a.m. It's Pronoia After Dark. Me and Sunshine Monet L. We will have on our pressure. So everybody has to be in accordance with the energy, baby. It's 100% adult energy. So make sure you're tapped in.
Oh
And
yeah.
listen, last time it was really weird, but it was cool. But it was weird because folks was watching. You see a whole bunch of folks in the room, but you wasn't saying that. They were just watching. They like, ooh, what you got on? Listen, at least say hi. Don't make it weird, y'all. But it's definitely going to be fun. Again, Uni might be joining us. Knowledge Born. Got to get our masculine energy thoughts on that, and plenty of others. So make sure you tap in this Saturday, this Friday night. It is Sacred Energy Exchange. Y'all know that the universe is always working in your favor. This is Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Thank you again, Claudia, for a beautiful human design free flow tonight. Thank you for allowing me to get my projector shit out, because every time I see you, I need to get it out. No one understands us like you do. We love you, Claudia. We really do. And thank y'all for tapping into Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this page and let people know where we at. We are growing organically and we love it here. The universe is always working in your favor. And peace, y'all. Peace.
Everything's a vibe. Like, this is science. Everything's got its own frequency. We know that energy is neither created or destroyed, it's merely transferred or transformed. When we speak in energy. I don't even think people pay attention half the time in conversation when I say, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you.
You said I read your mind the other day, but baby, we are just connected deeply in another way. That telepathy connection, energy that's manifested through that melanin, electric currents traveling kinetic. What you thinking? Call my mama. But my mama calling me. Coincidence, no higher common sense of calling ESP. We are magic while this world's unraveling. 5G cannot limit our abilities from traveling. See, I'm on another level, dirty digging. Homie, get the shovel. I'm a rebel in this motherfucker, dancing with these demons. Got them screaming. This world is planting fear inside us. Clearly, I'm just over all the brainwashing. Time to wash your brain of all the pain, of all the stress, all the lies you told yourself. Open your eyes and realize you're a diamond in the rock. Don't let them tell you what you're not. It's time to show the world all this magic that we got with telepathy.
So hear me clearly. For me, language is liberation. The words that we have, they define and describe the very things that free our mind, but only when we choose with intention and pay attention to the frequency of the words that we use to construct our realities. Who do you say that you are? I am. I am. Those two words alone are the very beginning to a powerful sequence of awakening yourself to who and all that you are, have been, and will be. We talk in frequency.
Focus your energy. Clouded visions, poison minds, can't see clear enough. The world full of interference, so God ain't hearing us. My spouse miles away, can't even take a walk in public. Coronavirus got us locked away like lab subjects. Close your eyes and you can feel the pain, we all connected. Empath, so I sense when every soul's ejected. A mystic, magical, way beyond simplistic. 5G blocking my chi, keeping our signals twisted. Communicate with my mind, mental telepathy. Into nature, so we speak on different frequencies. My third, I watch, the other two never truly see. The world is an illusion shrouded in secrecy. A king by birthright, a god at first sight. Divine shine bright, blind the wicked at first light. Open your heart chakra and let these words shock you. We tell them havoc, use your magic like a witch doctor. Meditation. Focus your energy. Mental telepathy.
Hekau are Kemetic or ancient Egyptian words of power that speaks to the soul. I command your soul to listen. Nuktichaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nuktichaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nuktichaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau. Nuktichaz un mesura aritun ak em ta temau.